Yo, welcome back to another video. So we're gonna talk about, was the defense a failure this season in 2022? So let's get started. So technically, to an extent, yes, it was. We didn't really meet the standards that we wanted to meet, but it was also improved too, right? And I know a lot of people, they want Ryan, not Ryan, well, they want, I know a lot of Ohio State fans want Ryan Day fired too. Well, probably half the fan base, who knows, the crazy fans, but they want Jim Knowles fired. There's a lot of questions going on, right? But I just want to say right here, let Jim Knowles implement his system, right? Let him get his players that he wants, right? I just feel like we didn't have the personnel for the things that he wanted to do, right? We know that he wants to have guys that do multiple things, right? I felt like the players, like the safeties, right? They later in the season they were not great. They played really great in the early season, right? But I feel like our safeties are more run stopping safeties, right? They're more comfortable in the run game, being in the box, and they struggled, they struggled covering and defending that deep pass, right? And I know a lot of people, of course, they're going to talk about Jim Knowles' decisions to, be aggressive in some spots and it kind of hurt us. And I could see that too, right? They're wondering, why do we play man that? Why did we play man that late? Leave you guys on the islands. But I'm going to say this, right? When you're playing against great teams, you have to play man. You can't just sit there in zone and expect to and just and expect the team just to you just can't sit there. You can't sit there in zone because they're gonna pick you apart, right? And you kind of saw that in the game too. There was uh, we were sitting back in zone. It was later in the game, and Sesson was picking us apart. They were getting 20-yard chunks. You cannot play zone all the time, or it's gonna be a slow death, like kind of like Zach Smith said. You can't play zone all the time. And when we did play zone, guys weren't in their spots. It was a lot of busted coverages, right? We had Tommy Eichenberg guarding one of their fastest receivers. So guys were not in their spots. When that happens, guys were not in their spots. So again, that does have to be coached. That has to be coached up, and we have to have the players for that, right? And again, it was, again, early, and again, there was a lot of those issues early in the season. Guys weren't turning around, and that was been the issue this whole season. Guys not turning around, guys just not being great guarding the big plays, right? That was pretty much the biggest issue, right? The big plays they hurt us. They hurt us really bad this season, right? But other than that, the defense did improve, right? We were really good. So let's go look at the stats, right? So opponents points per game was 21. We gave up 21 points a game, which is was 17th in the country. I think last year we gave up 22.5, and we were like, I think number 22 in the country, somewhere in the mid 20s right there. Opponents yards 321.5, 13. I can't. We're number 13th in the country in that. And again, I can't find the 2021 stats and rankings for some reason. And the opponent's yards per play, 5 yards a play, 29%. But here, let's go to the red zone scoring again, right? Let's go to the red zone scoring, right? That has been one of the issues. We are not great in the red zone, right? Last year we gave up around 85% in the red zone. We went up to 93%. So it kind of got worse, right? It got worse. But other than that, we did improve tremendously. I think we were like number 40 something last year in total defense. We went to number 9 or something like that. So it's improved. And let these guys let Jim Knowles get his guys. Please let Jim Knowles get his guys. I think he's a great defense coordinator. Yes, he's made some questionable decisions. But once again, I know a lot of people are upset that he plays man, gets aggressive. But if we had the guys for that, right? If we had the dogs and the talent for that, I don't think people would be saying a lot of stuff, right? And again, you have to play man against great teams, right? And I know you guys are bashing on the players, but let these guys. A lot of guys were injured. Guys like Jordan Hancock, Denzel Burke, right? I know a lot of people were flaming him this whole season for not turning around and not being that great. And these guys are gonna be, and again, these guys are gonna be motivated next year, right? This is a contract year this year. Like, they're gonna want to be high draft picks. They want to be drafted. And I know Denzel Burke is not looking at this season. Not looking at this season like he's not looking at this season like hold on. This guy's he's gonna be motivated to be better. I mean, there's no way he looks at this season like this was a good season, right? He's gonna want to prove himself this upcoming season, because he was not. Because I know a lot of fans saying he was not great. I thought he got a little bit better during the season, but again, these guys were getting beat over the top. Guys like Lathan Ransom, if he comes back, he's gonna want to prove himself. I know that kind of makes sense. I just lost my thought. I just lost my thought. But guys like, everybody's gonna want to prove themselves. JT's gonna want to prove himself. Had a really good season, but he's looking at his numbers. He's like, nah, that's not gonna be enough. He's gonna want to improve. Jack Sawyer gonna want to improve. So pretty much everybody on this defense, like, they're gonna have another year of development, another year in the weight room, another year in the system. I think we're gonna be a lot more athletic. We're bringing back Still Chambers. Another guy's gonna be in his 4th year. Very fast and explosive linebacker. He's gonna have another year. CJ Hicks is gonna have another year. He's gonna be first year starting, so it might take some time for him to adjust a little bit. But we know he's extremely athletic. Sonny Styles, he started to play. He played some important. He had some important playing time in the game, in the last game. And we know he's a physical freak. 6'4", around 6'5". I think he's like 6'5". A 6'5" safety. Okay, probably gonna be in the box most likely. Kai Stokes played really well in the spring game. He looks like he's really fast to the ball. So again, and then we're bringing in Jahad Carter, another guy played really well. Played really well at Syracuse. He's around 6'2", 200 pounds, so a bigger safety. And Jim Knowles, he wants to do guys that do multiple things, right? Well, I think we're gonna get that next year. I think there's gonna be more guys who are more versatile this upcoming year than last season, right? Again, like Ronnie Hickman, a good player. No, but I don't think he's great in coverage. Lathan Ransom not great in coverage, but again, if he comes back, he can get another year under that. He can get developed. Tanner McAllister, not great early in the season, of course, but he kind of was the weakest link in the secondary. Got exposed a lot. So again, I think we're gonna be a lot more athletic. I think we're gonna be a lot more multiple, and I think we're gonna see improvement. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. All right, guys, I'm out.